previous video, we set up Elizabeth, one of our assistants here in the platform. Now, if you haven't already done that, please visit the Setting Up Assistants in your platform video for more information about how to do this. What we're going to do now is use Elizabeth as a virtual tutor in the platform. So what we want to happen is for Elizabeth to perhaps appear on the homepage here when it'll pop up and talk about her specialist subject, which is the Slinky Innovation Cycle. And that was a fictitious framework that only she would know about. This is something that is very specialist knowledge. So to do that, what we can do is head to Virtual Tutors. And when you first install the plugin, you'll see an example here, which is set as draft. As part of this video, I'm just going to edit this one and use that, but you can equally add a new one if you want to from scratch. So I'm just going to click into the example AI virtual tutor. All of the instructions have guidelines here, but I'm just going to walk through each of the settings. So we firstly select which assistant we want to be used, and I'm going to choose Elizabeth here. Rather than saying you're here to assist with my business idea, I'm going to say my questions about the Slinky innovation cycle. And I'll just remove this bit here. And given that it's a small pop-up window, I tend to say please respond with short, concise answers and avoid responding on any queries that don't relate to the Slinky innovation cycle. So if we ask a question about something completely at a tangent to what the Slinky innovation cycle is, Elizabeth should steer the subject back onto the Slinky innovation cycle. We can also say what the button says at the top when people click on it, and it says ask a business expert. I'll just maybe call it ask an expert. And we can also select what post types the virtual tutor would appear on. So I can say posts or pages or courses and lessons and topics if you have different ones. And we can also exclude posts by post ID. So if we know a page perhaps that we don't want this to appear on, for example, a checkout page, what we can do is find the ID of that page by hovering over it and then looking in the bottom left here. We can see that this is post equals 444. We can say I don't want that to appear on 444, perhaps 445. We can list pages where we don't want the virtual tutor to appear. If you do use LearnDash LMS, then there are a few additional options here. If you don't, then this box won't appear here, but you can specify for certain LearnDash groups, whether or not the virtual tutor appears for them. So I'm going to publish the new virtual tutor here now, and if I now visit the home page, we'll see the option here, Ask an Expert, Elizabeth, and we can see Elizabeth's avatar here. And if we pop it up, it'll say, hello, how can I assist with your questions about the Slinky innovation cycle? And I can just say something simple like, what is it? And Elizabeth will reply based on the knowledge and data that we have given her. So she will use the files and say, about it being a dynamic, continuous approach for development. And if I ask something completely irrelevant, like, is it snowing today? Elizabeth should steer the conversation back to the Slinky innovation cycle. So now we have our virtual assistant here, which isn't just a generic AI chatbot. It has very specific knowledge about the subjects that you have given it access to, and that would appear on, as things stand, any page just in the bottom right. and someone could pop that up and ask about this link innovation cycle at any time.